Debuts for Julio Escudero Giraldo. So really, it was because of so much work that they still didn't have time to rest. We arrived at the family home, and to be honest, that home makes a very curious. It was in the middle of the forest. I didn't not have internet, I did not have cable or a means of perfect distraction for the rest of everything. But the important thing was to get out of town and change our routine. That day they arrived very tired in the afternoon, so I put all the things in the closet. I went to the dining room to have dinner as a family and the table to lay down quickly since I was very tired. But something stopped me. I was something strange on the dining room table. It was but one hand no letters or everything and stopped. Nothing about the situation and the wit it only integrate my and a rest of my family did not. I told my parents to find out if they knew how Hand left than there. Since more than 6 months ago no one had entered the house. Well, I went to see what was, and to my surprise, there was nothing. Where they went to table, they told him my crazy why her didn't see any pots. Maybe it was my think of tyrannous imagined about when it was just the table, but well in my possible of its instinct. That night was colder than normal. I saw couldn't sleep, which led me to think, and my curious couldn't think anymore. I went down to make sure that my mind was falling my when I see things that maybe to extent about no not. They was the boss that was invisible to my parents. I couldn't believe it. My body and my mind shuddered when I saw that only I could observe it. So wanted to take in my room to show my parents about than the boats wiggling more than my arms could carry. So I decided to put it on in my drawer. The next morning, excited to show you the boss, I was downstairs and did totally imply just like my mint gardening when it disappeared again. My parents altered, began to look at the struggle and to look and think I didn't feel good. They don't my crazy for imagining things where there had nothing. I feel blank, confused and overwhelmed. So I will to room for the rest day. From so much think I exhausted myself and feel sleepy. But when I opened eyes, there was the Mr. Bots on top of my bed. I was scared, with tears in my cheeks and filled with my blanket covering my face. At what moment I persuaded myself that at the next time I saw it would tongue it so fair that no more could find it. I was not scary, but I didn't know what happening with the dance box. I waited curiously. It was night and coolly go to the room there. For here, they take with all my stranger of left the house to door there in my day that was need the house. I calmly entered the house because I wanted it way. I closed the door and wanted to go to my room and the can't be that box was there but now. They not missing than it you will be able to and was really thinking I afraid. I touched it with my greater fear and the bellow in the miser that said, "Open mind, then disappear." More fear helped my son, but the truth I wanted everything to end. I went to the kitchen for an evening. My parents go to the asked my if was okay. I went the evening and they said ice. Then everything was perfect. I knew they would not believe me. I entered the room. There was the box and the message was still inserted. Knife for the box and a lot of baked water came out. I let her go, but she kept coming and going. My route was flooded. I feel very stranger. I dared the box. I closed my eyes and shouted like nobody else. About when I opened there everything was dark. I was overwhelmed and stunned. I ever was led like everything collapsing in was. Here one a woman came out the box and approached me and stayed in my ear. Jordi, get up. The worst of nightmares.